drip dry? Or
Well, I changed my trousers. Thank you.
My trousers.
nice. Your knickers? Did your knickers get changed too?
Listen, when I run, I wet myself now. So there's a reason why I don't run anymore. And that's one reason. This is what happens after you have children.
Yes.
And then they say, do your Kegels. You need to do your Kegels. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I've done my Kegels. It did nothing. That child's head was just that.
Yep.
I thought the Kegels were for a different purpose, but
it can be that too.
It's for all the things. Yes, there's different kinds of Kegels.
Oh, please do explain. Now I am intrigued. I had no idea. I thought it was just kind of like a clench release. Clench release.
Did you know that men can do Kegels as well?
I do them all the time. I'm doing them right now. Generally.
I didn't know that. I had no idea. I did not know that until recently.
I do
that men
front
can
and back Kegels, which are essentially, I keep everything tight.
Well, we're just...
For multiple reasons, too, just so you know, in case you were wondering.
What are those reasons, Justin?
Do I need a dry map, Kay? I didn't ask what your reasons were. I think these things are implied, okay? Can you go on a trampoline?
No.
Yeah, it's right out.
That's the worst. That's the worst kind of thing for me to do. I go on it, and I go on it because I've got a nearly 7-year-old, and you feel like you have to, and I go on it, and every time it's a mistake. and then go on it. And Noah's like, what's wrong, Mommy? What's wrong, Mommy? And I'm like, well, Mommy has something called a ruined downstairs area because your head broke me.
That's right. Sometimes people get excited when you say, like, oh, did you hear? I finished the basement. And you're like, oh, wow, you did some
My
nice,
wife perpetually has an
work
entire
down.
forest of paper products in her purse because she's the same way. My steps
forest of paper products.
my stepson was like 3 weeks overdue, and she was only 19, so she gave birth to a bowling ball, and same thing. Okay, like she just walking.
I just picture like the brawny man like poking his head out of your wife's purse. Oh,
Better to
my
be safe than
goodness me.
sorry, though. You never know when you're gonna.
Right.
They should make like a brawny man for women.
Well, I think they do. The brawny man. I mean, come
Hey,
on.
who got
well,
on
I
with the
suppo-
U.S.
yeah, all right,
Patent
I guess you're
Office, Kay? You better get it patented now, man. We have had so many multi-million-dollar ideas on this podcast. It's sickening.
Should we like re-listen to all of our episodes and make a list of everything that we have come up with so far?
Inventory.
Well, the problem is, again, like, even if we get the patent for it, what are we going to do with it? We don't have the means to make it, and we certainly don't have the means to distribute it. Who's working on the e-commerce? I thought we...
Shouldn't we
I thought you
go
were
on
working
to
on the
what's
East
that
Coast.
show?
Shark Tank.
Oh, crap.
Go on Shark Tank.
Yeah, Shark Tank.
We'll get
At
Mark.
this point, we need one a season of Shark Tank. We have so many good ideas.
Mark Cuban's a sports
We'll
guy.
just go on. We'll go on as aliases every single time. They'll never know it's us.
Kay just wears a mustache
A mustache.
and some pea pants. Weren't you here last week? Clearly my pants aren't wet. Oh, wait, I ran to get here. Shit.
Shit.
Okay, for you. I went to spring training in Arizona for the first time. I wanted to show you this.
Yes.
My wife bought a margarita at the stadium in Peoria, and they're served in
Good woman.
They're served in these little.
Ooh, those little goblets.
It's a
Those
baseball.
A little baseball goblet of sorts.
Cheers.
What are you drinking out of there, Todd?
Just Reeb.
Reeb?
Yes.
What is Reeb?
When my son was little and we didn't want him to know we drank, she'd be like, "You need anything from the store?" And I go, "Yeah, I can get some Reeb."
That's why you call it Vodak.
And
it
Vo-
all
and Vodak.
makes sense now.
See, somebody's been paying attention and reading the summaries of the show.
And staying soberish enough to remember and retain this information.
Wait, what's in your cup?
Water? Agua?
Hey, me too.
Capital One, what's
I'm
in your
disappointed.
wallet?
I know.
Capital One, what's
I
in your
know.
wallet? Sweat socks and all that sauce. What's in your cup?
Yeah, that's right. Oh, I like that.
Do you guys remember Two Girls, One Cup?
No,
Do
Kay,
you remember
please
that video?
explain. Please remind us.
Don't.
I'm more of a visual person, keep in mind.
I've never had the
Welcome
balls
to
to
Sweat
watch
Socks.
it, man. People were like, don't watch it. And I kind of got the broad strokes. I was like, I don't need to see that.
I watched it on my
The broad
coworker's computer.
strokes.
It was perfect.
Nailed it. Welcome to Sweat Socks and All That Sauce with Justin, Kay, and Todd, where no sport is off limits and the things that girls do to each other is also off limits.
You know that they had an e-store? You could buy a sweatshirt, a t-shirt, a cup that all had 2 girls, 1 cup on it. We can't sell our happy rags yet.
we need to take a lesson out of their book.
Maybe
we're
we
failing.
need to package the happy rag with the lighter. When you're done with the happy rag, you can just torch it.
That's actually a really good idea, because you don't even want to put that in with your wash, the regular laundry. 3 podcasters, 1 cup. We'd all have to be in the same town. I guess we could mail it, pass it around. Why not? They send that like colon check in a box now, mail it to you, and you mail it back. So what we do is we order one out of the guys, and we're gonna get it checked, and then I forward it to UK, and then you forward it to Todd.
The thing is, like, you go to the post office to mail it, and they're like, "What's in here? What's in?
Would you like to insure it?"
It's just like,
Yeah, yes, I will.
How much is this worth?
Once it's full 3 times, and we're able to sell it on our electronic commerce store, priceless.
Oh, today's debate is cam ideas. Yes, is this what we're doing? Cam ideas?
Places to put the cameras at sporting events. Yes.
Places to put the cameras at sporting events. This is all, I mean, just the topic alone is very suggestive, isn't it? Before we get into the debate, Todd, can we have the latest news, please?
March Madness kicking off as we speak. The favorites to win it all, 68 teams, going to start.
Go Michigan State.
Duke and Florida are the top, or are the
Michigan State.
favorites. But the publication, The Athletic, ranked all of the teams by strength of mascot. Now, if you've ever filled out a bracket, some people just do it because, oh, my grandpa went to that school, or I like the color of their jersey or the name of their mascot. The Athletic went by strength of mascot, and like a battle royale, Justin, in wrestling. So they have the Tritons of UC San Diego defeating the Cyclones of Iowa in the champion, meaning a Greek god of the sea found a way to defeat a violent weather event to hoist the trophy. So if you're picking just based on mascot strength, then you want to go with the UC San Diego Tritons, apparently.
Mythical creatures, natural disasters. These are going to beat your Spartans or your Cougars or your Blue Devils. Makes sense. That's science. Actually, you know what? I hope, Todd, you filled out your bracket as such.
I feel like a cyclone would definitely, well, because Triton makes the cyclone, doesn't they?
No, that would be
Wouldn't Triton
cyclone
would make
is
the
not in the
cyclone
water.
a name?
That's a whirlpool.
No, a cyclone isn't a cyclone in the water?
No, absolutely not. That's a water spout. That's a tornado that goes, or a hurricane, I guess.
A cyclone?
Yeah,
A cyclone is...
the Iowa State Cyclones. How many bodies of water are you thinking where the cyclones are made in Iowa? Or like Oklahoma, where all those cyclones happen?
Yeah, but Justin, there's
a system of winds
there's the
rotating
Utah Jazz.
inwards to an area.
There's the Minneapolis Lakers. You know what? You're right, Todd.
The LA Lakers.
Oh, yeah, I guess it's...
I stand
I guess you're right.
Good. The good news is that this isn't a podcast about meteorology, and we don't pretend to be weather experts.
Well, okay, fine. Fair enough. Still, I think King Triton would still have some sort of power over a cyclone.
I don't argue. I say the Triton beats the cyclone, 100%.
Okay, I think I also just came up with next week's episode, which is going to be the best mascot battles.
I like it.
Throwing the snake and the mongoose in the ring. Who's gonna win? I like the sound of this. Oh man, all my teams suck. Like the Golden Gophers are going to get their shit kicked out of them by every other fucking sport.
Have the Gophers ever? I'm not being patronizing, but have they ever been really good at a sport besides hockey?
Besides hockey,
Yeah,
wrestling, they're a perennial powerhouse. Basketball, there was a time they made the Final Four when I was in high school. They were later
that's
stripped of
exciting.
that title because of some NCAA violations, but it doesn't matter. Okay. And they've been good at baseball. And there's Hall of Famers that played for the Golden Gophers. Dave Winfield, Paul Molitor, just to name a few. So yeah, they have. Thank you. Oh, and women's hockey, really good. I think they'd be good at softball.
I like mascot battles.
Who watches?
And since we're March Madness and everybody fills out brackets, and I was always captain, run the office pool, and and it would be the proverbial receptionist that doesn't know a basketball from a rutabaga win it. And one of the sales gals, here, give me $5, fill out your bracket. She went based entirely just on the name of the school. So her national champ.
Nice. Been there, done that.
Right. Okay. Her national champion pick that year was Morehead State. She's like,
Morehead State.
I'm all
Yep.
for
Morehead
it.
State is like 100%. Morehead State, definitely. I think I had a sweatshirt that said Morehead State on
I
it
went to
simply
Morehead
because it said
State.
Morehead.
Did you really?
False advertising, by the way.
There was less head. And
Probably just for
Less
me.
head
There was
than
more head
no
for
head.
other people because I was there. So
Justin called it No Head State. And then Gonzaga, just because what a fun name. Gonzaga
is a fun name to say.
Gonzaga.
Before I moved to
So
Washington
fun.
State, I still had no idea. Like, where is this? I thought it was in Alaska. I don't know. Gonzaga.
I didn't even know that it was in Washington State.
Oh, can.
Is it?
Good little Jesuit school.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Not the greatest part of
She
town.
goes, oh.
You know what? So actually in my bracket this year, what I tried is this is a pretty good system, I think, and maybe it'll catch on. So what I did was I looked next to the team names, there was a number.
Yes.
And it was like 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I did is I took the smaller number from each. So like right away there's like a 16 against the 1. I'm like, well, 1 is probably better than 16. And so I picked the 1 to win. And when at the end of it, there was, in my bracket, there's 4 number 1s.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all going to be in the Final Four.
Good. Justin's going with the chalk, as they say.
So no upsets will happen.
I don't know if it's an
all.
upset or not. It just made sense to me that.
Smaller
wait,
number
never
wins.
mind. That's what it was. 16's greater than 1, so I filled out.
I was
so all
going to
16
say, Justin, I've had people go, well, 16's bigger than 1. I'm taking them.
God.
So I've got 4 16s in my Final Four.
There you go.
There we go. Okay.
Speaking of that, back about 10
Yes.
years ago, Warren Buffett, one of the richest people on the planet, created a challenge for his employees. Anyone that filled out a perfect bracket, every single game, perfect, he would give $1 billion to. And he was not worried, not because he's rich as shit. It's because the odds of filling out a perfect bracket are measured in what is called quintillions. That is a number followed by 18 zeros. Now, since then, he has offered the same challenge every year, but he modified it to $1 million a year for life for the winner, and of course, no winners. And now he says, "Well, I'm getting older. I want to give away $1 million to somebody while I'm still around." So he's changing the math this year. Now, a $1 million prize will be awarded if any entrant correctly picks the winners of at least 30 of the tournament's first 32 games.
Wow. Right.
Which is
This is that time of year where I always remember, oh, yeah, I was supposed to go to get a job from Warren Buffett for next year. I fucking forgot again.
Warren Buffett.
Think of how, serious they take that shit there. Like, people work for Warren Buffett, how much time they spend analyzing just year-round watching college basketball trying to figure that out.
What a sad life.
I disagree. Think of the juice.
Really?
When the tournament comes and you've got your bracket ready, oh my God. I can
true,
only
I
imagine how
suppose.
exciting that was.
But my God, I guess there's a reason to like really be excited through January and February for those people.
It's the same. It's like when you go buy that Powerball ticket and you just know, like, I got a chance, with this little piece of hope and inspiration in your hand. It's like this is $2 of fun, essentially $2 of hope. And when it doesn't happen, fine. But for that time, you're holding it in your hand, like, I got a chance, and that's how they feel with the bracket. And this year, I mean, you only got to get 30 or 32. Like, you're telling me there's a chance.
Right.
And there is.
You're telling me there's a chance. So nobody has ever done a perfect bracket.
I don't think anybody like nationally, like not just people who work for Warren Buffett, when like the ESPN thing happens, Todd, how often does the person like pick the perfect bracket? I don't even think it even happens then. Yeah, there's millions of people who submit it. So
now does it have to be like a submitted one? It can't just be like
no, they go on the honor system.
Yeah. Oh, I totally had it, man. Here, it's on this cocktail napkin.
That was a stupid question. You know how teachers always say, there's no stupid questions. That was fucking
Congratulations, Katie. What a trailblazing groundbreaker you are. You found the first stupid fucking question. Even Warren Buffett would be like, I can't believe I hired you. You're fucking fired. Get out of here. No, for it to be official, Kay, you have to get it tattooed on your person. Like, see? No, Warren. I sit right here on the ink.
Oops. Sorry. Oh, thank you very much for the latest news, Todd. Right, so our debate this week is where cameras should go during games. It's just so suggestive, isn't it?
That's where you go. That's where you go. We're trying to find like the best angles, the most immersive experience for the viewer.
Based on our WhatsApp chat, absolutely not. That is not at all where you were going. I have proof. I have evidence. I will screenshot it and I will post it.
That was Todd. Todd came up with his nefarious places.
I believe the 2-word reply was sick fuck.
Where should they go at the sporting event? Well, put them in the toilet of the women's room. Clearly, that's where we want to put the cameras. Memorial Stadium.
Although, didn't we have a whole discussion about putting cameras outside toilets to see what was that one about?
Toilet cam was just to see like how long it would take them, and we could like gamble on it,
right?
See what they're doing in there.
What their encounter was while they were in there.
Yes, who went in and out. But we left everything else up to chance to guess as they got behind that door. But not anymore. Thanks to Kay's new toilet cam at every NBA game.
It's not mine. It's Todd's. It's Todd's new toilet cam.
It was on the outside of the lavatory.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, then. Right. So last week we were talking about how Todd and I were saying that we would like to put it at like the end of a football or a baseball inside the ball so we could see where it goes and get that playback, which I think would be I think that would be great. What just like another angle to throw in there to make the games, especially baseball, a bit more exciting to watch.
If they could stabilize the camera, if it's just spinning in a circle, it really doesn't do us any good. But if they could somehow
a gyroscope, they can do that.
Yes, they could. If they could do that, I'm in, because it'd be so cool to see that ball leaving his hand, and then they could slow down too and see it like just how close it gets to the bat or how far away they were, or when they smash that son of a bitch. It'd be so cool. And then when they hit it, then it spins around, and then you get to watch what the baseball sees as it leaves the ballpark. Fucking cool.
Like in movies. It'd be like a real life movie.
Yes.
I love this.
Yes. I'm almost like cinema being recorded and then aired for you to watch.
Okay, this is Kay's stupid episode.
To be fair, it's very late where you are.
It is very late. I'm very tired. I've been up since 5. I'm tired.
Okay, Kay, where else would you like to see a camera put?
God. No comment.
Justin, you had a colonoscopy recently, right? So we
got another one scheduled for just a couple weeks from now.
Right.
You want me to ask?
We have the technology. They can send cameras.
Should we all go? Should we all go for it?
So they can send they can send cameras up my poop chute, Todd.
No, and
what is your point?
They can put them in veins and arteries. Like they're that precise now. And I'm like, that's why the tip of the football became. But I am any sport, doesn't matter what sport. I hearken back to early 90s Dave Letterman. I think every sport should have at least one monkey cam. It's a camera.
What's a monkey cam?
It's a camera attached to a monkey, and the monkey just roams freely.
Are you serious?
And whatever
Up in the stands, jumps onto the dugout,
You
it's on the
don't
umpire's
know.
head.
Let's check in with Monkey Cam.
I love this. Yes to monkey cam.
Monkey Cam is eating all of the fried grasshoppers. Just now,
Monkey Cam is now
Sitting in the, he's
he's
sitting,
now flinging poo
he's
on the
sitting in the-
opponent's coach.
he's sitting in the
We love
he's
Monkey
sitting
Cam.
in the dugout next to all the players. Monkey cam.
That would be so cool.
I love it.
yeah. Well, remember the Cardinals had the rally monkey in the playoffs
Yes,
back in the day?
that was the
Imagine if they would
Angels.
have been able to put a camera on that thing.
Yeah.
Or it was the Angels, that's
Yeah.
what it was.
The rally monkey.
Put
Monkey
a camera
Cam.
on that son of a bitch.
Come on.
Yeah. Monkey Cam's brilliant.
Monkey cam.
That's brilliant.
I don't know if we're gonna beat monkey cam, you guys.
Yeah, boy. Well, this has been a good episode.
Set the bar pretty high with Monkey Cam. Come on, you guys.
I think so.
I had Cup Cam.
Yeah, Cup Cam would be good. That'd be good.
We're going back to two
Well,
girls, one
no,
cup.
no.
No, absolutely not. You're athletic supporter where they
Yes.
put the cup to protect you. Then you put a camera right there because you would be kind of, you're always facing
Why?
the action. You're always facing the action because nobody turns their back on the ball. Absolutely. And then you'd see that ball like in infield, like the shortstop with the cup cam. He's got his hands below his crotch. That screaming line driver ground ball is coming. You get to see it in real time. You get to see him field it, and then you get to see him hurl it.
Yeah, so but it would only work with certain players.
I think
And
in the
certain
infield, you want the
positions.
cup cam. Now in the outfield, you might just want like a hat cam. But I would love to see like Julio Rodriguez or Byron Buxton like running down a ball out in center field. Maybe even like leaping up over the fence to catch it. How cool would that be to see?
I'd like to see a camera on the puck of ice hockey.
Ooh.
It would be dizzy. But again, it would be one of those things where it would have to be stabilized type situation. But that would be a really cool one.
If we could make it happen, yeah, that would be probably one of the most interesting, actually. Good idea, Kay.
Thanks. I don't think it's any better than monkey cam though.
I
think
like
monkey
puck
cam
cam
definitely
just
still
because
wins.
the speed. It's like when you watch the camera at a car race that's just stabilized in the corner, you get an idea of how fast the cars are going by. They're just blurs. Boom, 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 boom. A puck cam, like, here's how hard and how fast these shots are being fired. I don't know. I think that'd be cool.
They should do cameras like because horse racing is really big at the minute. Do you guys watch horse racing over? Is it big in the States like it is here? It's massive. Like everybody's watching it at the minute and putting all their bets in.
Not until the
Is there some like big British race I'm unaware of, or just horse race?
It's like there's lots of them, and it's usually during the month of March, and that's what we're in at the minute. It's like the British version of March Madness, but it's lots of money.
They're probably all the
and little
they're
short
probably
people.
all the stakes races heading into the Triple Crown races, the Kentucky Derby,
Ah.
the Preakness.
It's stuff like
Yeah,
that.
where these horses are elevating, and it's the
So you want-
sport of
what do you want?
cams.
You want horse cam? You want jockey cam? Jockey
That's
whip
what I'm
cam?
saying. Either I would love jockey whip cam. I would love to see the jockeys' faces, but I also kind of want like a wide angle of the horse.
It would be kind of cool, like for the jockey to have like a cam on his
A cam.
So like when he's looking around, so you're kind of like in the race.
Yeah, so you're in the
would be-
race. It'd be so much more exciting than watching them just like, I don't know, hopping over a bush.
Then the horse accidentally goes ass over tea kettle. Jockey
It's
crush.
pretty-
We get to
it's
see
pretty
that right there.
entertaining.
And they have to put the bullet in the horse, and then you're right there for the whole thing.
Glue factory
Bullet cam.
cam,
Yeah, right. Yeah, cool. Yeah, right.
Hot-
Steak cam.
hot dog cam.
Oh God! It also might just be interesting, just for like some more mundane, but still like something to watch on a slow day. Would be like beer guy cam, like the guy who walks up and like, ice cold beer, because he gets a pretty interesting view of the stands, and that we could see the colorful characters, the attractive people.
He or she would have to be a very colorful character themselves.
Oh, yeah.
They would have to have some sort of like a.
But you could do like a man on the street bit where you're interviewing people. This could actually be pretty interesting.
Yeah. At spring training,
about
the
what?
biggest vendor down there was a guy named Churro Guy. And I swear to God.
What did he sell?
Churro! And people just buy churros from him because he was so animated.
Yeah. Wow. Churro cam. Here we go.
I feel like in Britain, across Europe, I feel like with European football, it would be like racist cam. Just go around to every
A wide
single-
lens at most of those soccer pitches, I think.
It's so bad. The things these people say to the players, and they chant it, they make up a song. It's not great. It is not. We have America has a long way to come when it comes to racism. Wow, Europe and their football.
We just need to let Russia come take over, Kay. Do we need to
I think
cleansing
aren't they?
across the pond?
Aren't they?
Well,
Okay, you're right.
base open. They should put a camera on that bird they let loose at the game.
Tama!
Watch that thing swoop down
That would be cool.
the field. Yeah.
Bird.
There's an actual bird.
The Seahawks send a bird out before every kickoff.
And then doesn't it land on somebody's head every once in a while?
What do they
accidentally?
call them? The Falconers or whatever?
The falconer. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Huh.
Well, absolutely.
It's a falcon, but you guys are the
it's-
Seahawks.
Isn't that what they call the people that handle?
Yeah, it's a Seahawk, but the person who handles the birds is a falconer. The person who they have the glove and they put the little hat on the bird so that the bird can't eat, and they take the hat off and it flies away, and then maybe it comes back.
Little bird.
Yeah.
Tama,
It's just got to be such a letdown because you got to assume there's 4 or 5 birds. It's like, okay, we've trained this one, and you take the head off and it flies away, and they're like, fuck, wrong again.
Tama the Seahawk has gone rogue once or twice because critters can get spooked easily, and instead of going straight to the falconer's hand, everybody cheers, woo! A couple times it's just went F this and land on somebody's head.
It happened in the Seahawks-Vikings game, and I believe it landed on a Vikings fan. It landed on his head, and we're used to this
And
skull
then
thing. They
and
pull
then
up the
took a
yellow
big
horn.
shit.
Yeah, and then took a big shit. Instead, is this how you treat the fans of opposing teams? Jesus Christ! We thought it was bad in Philly.
Right. What other cams do you have, Todd?
Oh, boy, you're putting a lot of pressure on me. I think there should just be GoPros in every sport. Attach a GoPro somewhere. A lot of sports
Somewhere.
have hats or helmets. Yes.
You should be able to
on the players
on a
themselves.
football field. Because I was thinking, the defensive back has a pretty good view of what's going on, field wide, and you could kind of see the offense coming at them from a different angle, which would be interesting. But why not just put it on every player, and then whichever one you want to watch? I want to watch from the linebackers position this time. I want to see what the DN's doing right now.
And you don't
You
even
got-
need
It would make it so much more interactive and fun.
22
wouldn't it?
channels to just flip through, and then why not?
Because if you can, that's how you play video games, isn't it? It's like that point of view. So why can't we just make video games a reality?
Right. Maybe you've got a favorite player on a team
Okay.
and you want to watch the game from his point of view, right? And see, we're following this guy, and now you don't even need GoPros, bulky. Man, they have the quarterbacks have speakers in their helmets.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And
Speaking of, Jared Goff is going to be in the next season of quarterback.
really, yeah,
No,
boy.
I feel like that's been done. They don't need to do another season. It's so glad they got that beacon of energy and excitement. Oh, what a personality and character! Can't wait to learn more about Jared Goff. Jesus Christ! You want to talk about a guy that just personifies paint drying on the wall? What an interesting fella! Can't wait to learn.
I like
more.
him. I like
Although-
him dressed as Willy Wonka.
I would like to know more about his
If you're gonna say his wife,
female
are you gonna say his-
companion. I would I would pay attention to that.
Well, I'm sure you'll see a lot of her during this Netflix show
Hopefully, so
called
that
Quarterback. Well, I'm
slack-jawed
sure you
yokel.
will.
All right,
Like,
Kay.
is he able to shut his mouth? When he eats, does food just fall out? Well, he's fucking chewing.
Wow. You calm down. You sit.
You know what, Kate? You're about to get really excited because there's this guy named J.J. McCarthy. He, Michigander. He's about to take.
He went to University of Michigan. Not a fan.
Oh, right. You only like the Spartans. You don't like the good team, Wolverines. That's right. Okay.
No,
Never
with
mind.
that though,
So he's
hold the
about to take
phone.
Vikings promised land.
Kay is the only arbiter of us three. The fact that your boy Sam Darnold just signed with the Seahawks, went from Minnesota to Seattle.
Oh, yes.
So, Kay, what's your take as your Minnesotan friend and your Pacific Northwest friend are going to have the same starting quarterback back-to-back years?
I don't know. Do you think that he's going to have the
Season
I
he
don't
had
know.
last
Do you
year?
think that he's not the season that he had last year, but do you think that he's going to have the team behind him that he had last year?
They're working on it. Maybe. They signed into this old guy from Washington named Cooper Kupp to catch footballs from him.
That's right. Cooper Kupp's going as well. That was
They just signed Amari Cooper today, so they got Amari Cooper.
Did they say? Oh,
Amari Cooper.
never mind.
Wowzers. Seahawks all the way.
NFC
Seahawks all the
Championship
way.
game already figured out. Seattle v. Minnesota. Holy shit, I can't wait. Todd, we're going to that game. Oh, wait, it's going to be in Minnesota. Never mind. Either way, you know what? Never mind. We'll still go to the game. It'll be worth it.
Oh, and your Vikings
you
are coming
there.
back to the Seattle this year. So are we gonna double?
I know.
Are we gonna double down like last year? You gonna wear the?
Well, I mean, I am undefeated for when my team.
I need to
plays.
start. I need to start like saving some money and.
You have to start making money to be able to save it first.
Well, we need to start making money on. Well, there's that, but we also need to start. What, you want me to be your fluffer? Is that what you're just saying? You just pointed down at your.
Oh
crotch.
no, I'm not. That's not what I'm trying to indicate. Although it does pay.
I need to make. I need to make money to get to broke, to get to zero.
Yeah.
Accurate. Accurate. You know what other cams they should do? They should do cams inside like fans' houses while they're watching games.
Okay,
That is-
no.
Like Gogglebox.
Yes. I swear that the one of the only reasons YouTube exists is for reaction videos. Not these fake bullshit reaction videos where people cut it back. You can tell it's fake. But you can tell when it's genuine. When people
You need to have like ESPN go into their house and like put
Yeah.
the tiniest little camera somewhere, but without these people knowing, right?
Yeah.
So somebody else sets it up, gets them into the house, puts the camera in their house, and they don't know.
Oh, this sounds great.
But how-
Maybe we should just let our government do that, and then that way they can just record all the things that we're doing inside our own home. Okay, holy shit, what a great idea!
ESPN's not the government.
Yeah.
is it?
Oh, yeah. But I'm sure that the proud protectors of our country would have no interest at all in contacting ESPN and seeing if maybe they could borrow any of that footage that they've recorded. Now, but it just happened to be not during one of the sporting events you were watching.
okay, I
Imagine
love
how
that.
many murders would be solved. Thank you. Imagine how many murders would be solved.
Yeah.
How many homicides?
Finally, thought crime can become a
It's
a
like
real
Bar
thing.
Rescue with John Taffert. He tells about 3 bar owners.
I love Bar
I
Rescue.
love Bar Rescue. He tells about 3 bars. Hey, we're considering you guys. We're going to set some cams up. You may or may not be the next episode. So they kind of know there's cameras there. But, you know, they're there long enough that people forget about it. And then they go, hey, we're going to use you. And they dredge up all the, shut it the fuck down. Well, I love this, Kay, to get the way we watch sport ball when we're not attending. We watch 99% of our sports via TV or phone apps. And to get those real life reactions. And I mean, hugging and crying, punching and cussing, drunk and stumbling.
Throwing things at your TV,
Yes.
whatever.
Shattered televisions, crying children, police showing up because of a domestic violence 911 call.
Neglected
We
children.
get to watch it all.
Yeah, right. Paramedics come into the house.
Okay,
So-and-so's
you pay
choking
to
on a
win.
buffalo wing.
Yes.
I can get to see a guy on TV. You've changed my mind.
You have to pause
Cameras
the
in.
game because the Jehovah's Witness is knocking at your door. You're like, oh, it's my butt. Oh, shit.
To send us out, as always, each week, Justin gives us his wise words of wisdom.
I had the distinct honor of attending a professional hockey game earlier this week. And let me just say that nothing warms my heart more than going to see an NHL tilt when there is a United States and a Canadian team playing, because you get both anthems. I would someday love to go to actual Canada so I get to hear them do like a spirited version of our nation's anthem, and then give it your all, the real shebang on "Oh Canada," because when you see them do it in like Alberta, Calgary, fuck, it's beautiful, right? So and I also love that about the NHL. Like when you play at the teams from the two countries, both anthems will be sung, and both, we will stand and recognize both of them, correct? So,
Correct.
and by the way, again, a nation's anthem, this solemn remembrance of pride and overall love for your country, that we all stand collectively, we take our hats off and we put our hands over our hearts, maybe we sing along. But why is it? And you know what? I thought this just was an American thing. Oh, say, can you see? We've started this where now we scream during the fucking anthem, and it just drives me fucking bonkers. Like, I thought this was a solemn moment where we all collectively celebrate what a great country we live in. Well, before we even get to the dumb chuckleheads doing that shit at fucking the crack house where the Kraken play, "Oh, Canada, our home and native land." Like, what? Even the Canadians, like, has this like disease somehow trickled into our neighbors to the north? Why are you disrespecting the anthem with this bullshit? Why even bother fucking doing it? Or just make it karaoke. Don't hire somebody to get down there and do a beautiful rendition of it. Don't have the servicemen and women down there as we honor them for defending our freedoms. You're just fucking drunkenly screaming over the anthem. So you know what? Fuck it. Either shut the fuck up or we'll just stop doing it. Okay? That's it.
The end.
Oh, I love it, Justin. Because, like, University of Oregon, what's the first word of the U.S. anthem?
Oh.
So they're Oregon. So they go, "Oh, say, can you see?" And then what's the last word of the anthem? Go to Atlanta.
Great.
You'll learn it real quick.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And the home of the brave. They all, everybody.
You know what? Just play fucking Welcome to the Jungle and get everybody jacked
I know,
up.
right? We will rock you should be the national anthem.
Play.
Fucking
There should be a
Queen should be the
song that you play
national anthem.
before sporting events, but it shouldn't be the fucking anthem. That's supposed to instill some kind of
Just
civic
play
pride,
We
and you
Will
should be
Rock
strongly
You.
honoring.
And fuck it, let's go. Sport ball.
Yeah, right. And it can be distinct to your sport and or your stadium. I don't care, but just fucking let's do it. Actually, you know what? We should collectively come up with the song they should play at sporting events to begin.
I think our
That's
theme
not-
song's
Oh,
pretty badass.
okay.
I think we should just play our theme song.
Yeah. Thank you, Pat Leonards, for creating that gem. By the way.
Amen. Oh, thank you for joining Sweat Socks and All That Sauce with Justin K and Todd. Oh my goodness, we have come up with some brilliant ideas today, and we would love it if you would join in as well. You can watch the show on YouTube, follow us on socials at Sweat Socks Pod, and if you want to chime in, feel free.
When did we get social media?
Shut up. If you want to chime in, feel free to send us an email at sweatsockspodcast@gmail.com. Till next time.
Stay sweaty.
And if you're sweaty, find a way to get dry. You may need to carry some personal paper products.
Sweat Socks and All That Sauce is hosted by Todd Lyons, Kay White, and Justin Michaels.
Our theme song made by Pat Leonards.
And the album artwork is by Mike Willis.